It's been 5 years since I finished medical school, 4 years practicing as a doctor, and if I had to go back in time, here are four things I would do differently. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ajima Girl and I'm a doctor currently living in the UK. If this is the first time you're seeing this face, please don't make it your last by liking, sharing, subscribing, and doing all those amazing things we do here on YouTube. And if this isn't the first time you're seeing this face, thank you and welcome back to the channel. Saying that out loud sounds so crazy. I cannot believe that it's been 5 years since I finished medical school. Because what? I'm just a small girl trying to understand the way this doctor life works. If you're currently in medical school, about to get into medical school, you have finished medical school and you just want to hear a colleague rant about or talk about some things that she wished she knew earlier, then this video is for you. The first thing I would do differently is I would continue to pursue my other interests outside of medicine. If you're currently in medical school, you've gone through medical school, you're in the journey, or you're considering being a doctor, one of the things you realize early on in your journey is that it is very easy to lose other aspects of your life. It is very easy for your life to just be about medicine. I like to consider medicine a very selfish lover. I see her as that lover that wants all of you. She doesn't want to share. She wants your time. She wants your attention. She wants everything. I don't want to share you with any other person. I don't want any bits of you shared with somebody else. You have to put in conscious effort that you're pursuing other interests. If you're interested in fashion, continue pursuing your fashion interest. If you're interested in politics, continue pursuing that, because it is all of that that makes you the person that you are. Don't go through medical school and at the end realize that you have lost a huge chunk of yourself just being a doctor. What you realize very early on is at the end of medical school, majority of your friends are medical doctors or healthcare professionals. Most of the parties you would attend, that if you attend any, would be with other healthcare professionals or with doctors mostly, or it would be conferences that you're trying to push to better your career. So make the conscious effort to pursue other aspects, other interests, the other things that makes you tick as a person. At the end of the day, you would be grateful that you continued to pursue your other interests. The next thing, just to piggyback from the last point, is I would focus on building other skills outside of medicine. Medical school prepares you for the clinical aspect of medicine, how to be a doctor, how to make a diagnosis, how to manage a patient, but it never truly prepares you for the communication that you would need to do as a doctor. It never prepares you for the leadership roles you would need to take on as a doctor. It never prepares you for the documentation that you need to do as a doctor. It never prepares you for the emotional intelligence that you need to communicate as a doctor. So if I had the opportunity to go back to medical school and do it all over again, I would focus on building other skills, other aspects. You would realize that once you finish medical school and you start practicing as a doctor, your clinical skill is one aspect of being a doctor. The other aspects are all the other skills that they never mentioned. In fact, they never told you about in medical school. Nobody told you how to communicate well. Nobody told you. I mean, you do that by seeing patients, but if I had the opportunity, I would consciously learn to develop those skills through medical school. Next thing I would do if I had the opportunity to go back is I would get a mentor very early on my journey. Medicine is so broad, the opportunities are endless, but at the same time, you see majority of doctors following the same path. It's medical school, residency training, become a consultant, practice as a consultant, start teaching medical students, and eventually retire out of medical practice. What having a mentor early on in the journey would do for you is expose you to the different options that they are as a doctor. It also helps to limit the amount of time that you have to do trial and error or you have to play the guessing game. Having a mentor early on in the journey cannot be overemphasized. They help you reduce stress of the journey by two. This is an older colleague that has gone for the journey, understands exactly what you're going through, points you in the right direction, and makes decision making overall a lot easier and better for you. The last thing I would do differently is I would understand very early on this journey that as much as I love medicine, it is my passion, I'm passionate about being a doctor, I would also understand that it is a career. I would work on rotas, I would work with other people. I'm expected to be at work at a certain time. I'm expected to provide management to patients. I'm passionate about all of this, but at the same time, this is the career that is supposed to fund my lifestyle, manage me as a person, basically my source of living. Because for the longest time, healthcare professionals, we've all been guilt tripped into not requesting for more, not wanting to be treated better, not wanting to be paid better, because medicine is a calling. It's not about the money. It's not about the money, but I'm a human that needs to pay bills. Nobody understands that I'm a doctor when it comes to paying my bills. So very early on in this journey, I would realize, or I would understand, that medicine, as much as is my passion and a calling, it is also very much my career. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, please do well to like so that YouTube shows it to more people. Subscribe to the channel if you already are not, and share to somebody considering to get into medical school, somebody currently in medical school. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.